some animals carry a weapon. A few animals are the weapon, built from birth around one perfect way to hurt something. A punch faster than a bullet, tusks that never stop growing, arms that can shatter a human skull. 8 animals that evolution didn't just arm, it engineered from the ground up, and the deadliest one is smaller than your hand. Wolverine, not the one with the metal claws. The real one is somehow more unreasonable. It weighs about the same as a medium dog, 30 to 40 pounds, and it will happily drive a bear off a fresh kill. Its jaw hides a special upper molar, rotated sideways almost 90 degrees, built to shear straight through frozen meat and bone. When it kills, it often goes for the spine, using those jaws to sever the spinal column outright. To you, it looks like an oversized weasel that skipped its nap. To everything else out there, it's a chainsaw with a grudge. Which is impressive until you meet something whose entire body is the blade. Sailfish, the fastest fish in the ocean, and it wears its weapon on its face. It grows to around 10 feet long and hits speeds up to 68 miles an hour, highway speed, underwater. For years, people assumed that long bill was a spear. It isn't. It's a sword. It charges into a tight ball of sardines and slashes the bill sideways, stunning several fish at once in a single swipe. Then it circles back and picks off the ones too dazed to swim away. Slash, stun, eat. On repeat. And sailfish hunt this in coordinated groups, taking turns carving up the bait ball. You are watching a team of living swords. Honey badger, officially crowned by Guinness World Records as the most fearless animal on Earth. It's small, often no bigger than a house cat, around 20 pounds, and it genuinely does not care. Its claws are nearly 2 inches long. Its teeth crush turtle shells, and its skin is so thick and rubbery that most bites just slide off. Its favorite trick is hunting venomous snakes, cobras included, which make up as much as a quarter of its diet. A cobra bite that would kill you outright barely slows it down. Honey badgers carry a partial resistance to the venom's nerve toxins. It gets bitten, shrugs it off, wakes up, and finishes its meal. Fearless isn't a personality here. It's a body spec. Tiger, the largest cat on the planet, and every inch of it is hunting equipment. A big male weighs over 400 pounds and carries retractable claws up to 4 inches long, kept sheathed so they stay razor sharp. Its bite delivers around 1,000 pounds per square inch, roughly twice the bite force of a lion. Claws and jaw work together. A single swipe from a tiger can shatter a prey animal's spine before it even understands it's been hit. You'd never hear it coming. Those sheathed claws mean it stalks in total silence, then closes the last few feet in a blink. It's the blueprint for a perfect solo predator. But the strongest bite on this list belongs to an animal that doesn't even eat meat. Hippo. Here's the twist. This one is a vegetarian, and it kills more people in Africa than any big cat. Its bite force reaches around 1,800 pounds per square inch, enough to snap a crocodile clean in half. Its lower canines grow up to 20 inches long, longer than your forearm, and they never stop growing. And here's the strange part. Those enormous teeth are useless for eating. Hippos graze with their lips and back molars. The tusks exist for one reason only: fighting other hippos. A jaw that opens nearly 150 degrees, purely for war. It spends all day looking like a sleepy gray balloon. It is responsible for roughly 500 human deaths every single year. Quick challenge before we go on. I'm secretly ranking these 8 by raw weapon power, and the winner is not the biggest animal here. Think you know which one already? Lock in your guess and drop it in the comments now. I'll crown the real champion at the very end. Mantis shrimp.
Remember that hint about the smallest animal? This is it, and its punch might be the most violent movement in all of nature.
It's about the size of your thumb. Its strike accelerates at over 10,000 Gs, reaching 50 miles an hour from a standing start. That's fast enough to boil the water. The punch leaves a trail of collapsing vapor bubbles that explode with their own shockwave, which means it hits you twice. Once with the club, and a heartbeat later with the blast of the bubbles imploding behind it. The whole thing works like a loaded crossbow. A spring in its arm stores energy, then releases it all in under 1,000th of a second. To you, it's a pretty little reef shrimp. Pound for pound, it throws one of the hardest strikes ever measured on Earth. Elephant. The largest land animal alive is walking around with 2 of the biggest teeth in the world sticking out of its face. Those tusks are actually overgrown incisor teeth that never stop growing, each one around 6 feet long and 50 pounds. They can withstand 14,000 pounds of pressure, and an elephant can use them to lift objects weighing up to 2,000 pounds. In a fight, they become spears. The rest of the time, they're crowbars for digging, stripping bark, and shoving trees out of the way. You'll rarely see an elephant pick a fight. It doesn't have to. Carrying weapons this size means most fights are over before they begin. Gorilla. We finish with the one built most like us and armed in ways we could never survive. A silverback weighs up to 450 pounds, most of it in the shoulders and arms, packed with explosive fast-twitch muscle. A single swing of that arm can land with well over 1,000 pounds of force, enough to shatter a human skull like a light bulb. Its bite hits around 1,300 pounds per square inch, stronger than a lion, and stronger than a great white shark. And its 2-inch canines aren't for eating leaves. They're for one thing: warning every rival male exactly what a fight would cost. A gentle giant that spends its days eating plants and minding its family, carrying enough raw power to end almost anything that tests it. So who wins? Not the elephant, not the gorilla. The champion is the mantis shrimp. Pound for pound, nothing here comes close. It throws a punch over 2,000 times its own body weight. The smallest animal, the biggest hit. If you guessed the shrimp, say so in the comments. And if you didn't, subscribe, because evolution is never, ever done building weapons.